How you guys doing, Motos America YouTubies? Lance Isaacs here. Today we are hanging out with Mike and Jim from Helmet House, and they're here particularly to help us and our customers get custom fit to their Shoei helmets. Some real important facts about having a custom fit Shoei helmet, or a helmet in any sense, is a lot of the times you hear people talking about, certain helmets have pressure points, and everybody. That's purely because not everybody's head is shaped exactly the same. So the service that Helmet House actually offers with the Shoei Custom Fit is an absolutely awesome service. It will definitely change the dynamic of your fitment within your helmet, your riding experience in terms of pressure. Some people get headaches in certain high spots on their head. So the cool thing about having a custom fit helmet, and for me, I've been very fortunate that over my years of racing, I've had just about every single helmet custom fit for me. And because in certain aspects, whether you're touring or whether you're riding a sport bike or doing track days or whatever it is, your helmet fits on your head differently, and it's purely boils down to the riding position that you're in. And when you're in a specific riding position, if you're on a sport bike, you're in a much more hunched down position. As you can see, if you look at my hat, you need that point of the helmet to be raised up so that your line of vision or line of sight is in a much better position. So when you're riding on a touring bike, it'll take a different helmet as well. You have two different options. You got the modular option, and you have just a normal touring full face helmet. It'll sit differently because of the position. It helps with wind noise, helps with vision, your peripheral. So having that custom fit is definitely something that you want to have, because once you have that done, it's an absolute game changer. But what we're going to do today is we are going to do a few demonstrations, and we're going to have a few people custom fit with their Shoei helmets. So between Mike and Jim, they're gonna do some really cool magic, and we'll come back and talk about the results of what that custom fit is like.
So what we're going to do is we have Tim's helmet here. He's got a Shoei R1400. And so what we're going to do is measure his head with the device in my hand. We're going to measure the length, the width, and the depth of his head, as well as the circumference with one of the tape measures. And we'll plug into our computer system what those measurements are, and we'll put the model in, which is an RF1400. From that, it'll tell us what test pads we can use to start to fit this for Tim to make him more comfortable. So we'll put the pads in based on what the computer system tells us to do, and then he can try it on. We'll see how he feels, and we can make adjustments as needed. When we're done, we have permanent pads we'll place on the liner that will get him to fit. And the key is most helmets in North America are the long oval. They're made to fit the general public, but every one of them, every head is a little different. So what Shoei's come up with the Shoei Personal Fit System is the ability to really fill in any gaps or move the helmet around so it's in the position it's supposed to be in. Eyes are centered. You've got a nice tight fit around the crown, touches the top and down the side. So you've got a custom firm fit all the way around the head. So I'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to measure the length of his head first. So what I'm going to do is come from just above the eyebrows to the peak of the crown on the back of the head. So we're going to measure front to back to get the length. Good. 200. And then I'm going to measure the width.
Scored higher than 100.
So what I'm going to do is drop this down and push down on I'm going to push down your ears a little bit.
Okay.
To right where they connect to your head. So not a lot, but you'll feel a little press.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take this down. Instead of just on top of the earlobe where it connects to the head. Forward a little bit. Sorry about that. Good? Feel through?
Yeah.
All right. 155. And I'm going to drop the top down. You feel it at the top of your head. That gives us the height of his head. And the height is 101.
101?
101. Yeah. So Jim will punch those into the computer. It'll tell us our starting point too.
So guys, this is quite an extensive process, and what we'll do is we'll be showing you some clips and highlights of how the whole process goes from start to finish, and we'll have Aaron give you some more feedback on what the fitment actually feels like. So the guys will go to work, they're putting all the values and everything into the computer, and it'll spit out all the information of how big an egghead Aaron has.
If you were in a large and we were to change I can actually change the package here to say if you had a large helmet that you had pre-purchased and we had to fit it would then give us more pad options to put in to help that helmet fit you better. So if you've already purchased that, it's not quite right. Okay. We can put that into the computer, you already own a large one, and then it'll tell us what pads to help that fit better. In this case, you actually are right on track with what you chose. So you have a medium, and it's just a few minor tweaks. What it's telling us, if it works, is really just a slight adjustment in the front and back should do what you need. So we'll see what it feels like. Okay. Jim, can you put it back together? Because I can't fix it with my finger. So what I'll do is putting the test pads in. I'm going to pull his liner forward. I love it when there's a comm system in here to work around. So small pad's going to go in the front. Up under the liner. You can come in and see I'm up under the forehead liner, and I've placed the pad in the front. What this is probably going to do, based on what I've seen, is probably just lift it a little bit on your head. And then we'll place pad in the rear. And these are, at this time, the test pads. Once he's happy, then we'll have permanent ones that will actually stick right to the liner. Your wires there. There we go. All right, so go ahead and give it a try. So what I want you to do when you put it on is just tell me what you're feeling. Okay. Where you feel pressure or where you feel consistent. So let me see. How's it feel? Does it feel any different than it did?
Yeah, the back feels more comfortable.
Yeah, and it's sitting where it's supposed to. I mean, eyes are centered. You're about a finger off the eyebrow. So you feel it all the way around the crown of your head, like a hat. Feel it at the top.
Yes.
Okay. And down through here.
Yes.
Obviously, I can see when it shakes. All right, you can sit in it for a few minutes and just see how it feels.
Okay. Yeah, it feels more comfortable in the back. That was one of the things that was bothering me, was in the back it felt.
Did it have a pressure point or did it move?
It just moved a little bit.
So what you were is kind of just between up for the shape of your head. So this is a long oval, right? Which most North American helmets are long ovals. Your head's a little bit rounder. Yeah. So that's why you had that, which would allow the helmet to move around. So what we're able to do is fill that gap in and hold it tight again. So when I put the permanent ones in, they're gonna be a little firmer because they're brand new. So you'll feel that a little bit more at first, and then it'll break in.
That feels good. Fits good.
So I just had the helmet done. Mine wasn't that hard of a process. I only needed a front pad and a pad in the rear. It is life-changing. The helmet fits perfect now. The shape of my head, the guys were telling me, is a little rounder, and so there was a gap in the back, and that pad got rid of that gap. It fits really, really well, and once those pads break in, I think it'll be my favorite helmet that I've got at the house. But well worth doing if you're around and you see Helmet House anywhere. Go check them out and do the custom Shoei helmet fitment program. You will not regret it. So thank you guys for watching this. If you have any questions, let us know. We can reach out to Helmet House as well. Drop them in the comments below. And we're gonna show you some clips of some other guys getting their helmets done today too. So peace out, guys.
So hold on, before you go away, tell us about the type of riding that you do with that helmet. Why did you choose that helmet?
So I mainly do sport bike riding. I've got a Ducati Super Sport, and this is a little bit more of an aerodynamic, sportier looking helmet as opposed to an ADV helmet. That's why I chose this helmet, sport bike riding. It's comfortable. It's got the nice aerodynamic lines on it. So that's why I chose
Did those signatures come custom with that helmet?
No, you have to talk to the man behind the camera right now. So I'll give these guys a shout. This is, as you guys know, Lance Isaacs, or Lance a lot. Former Superbike racer, former BMW brand ambassador for the
Next.
M. And then we've got Brandon Posh.
Who's she?
He is the 2-time back-to-back Daytona 200 winner, and we're hoping that he gets the 3rd this weekend. And then this over here is Kayla Yakov. She is a Revit sponsored rider. Revit gear, you guys know, we sell that stuff. She was down at Daytona Bike Week, stopped by, did a meet and greet. Was she 15?
15 years old, yeah.
15 years old. Lance and I actually had a chance to see her racing at Barber in Alabama. Phenomenal racer for being 15 years old, and she's making waves already. So I'm hoping I can get some more signatures on here, but yeah, those are the signatures on here.